Alright, hello, and we are gonna go ahead with another episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast with the average gamer guy. That's me. And we're gonna do some stuff. Last episode, we got this boiler just started up. We're feeding it with some coal coke, keeping that thing going while it's warming up and just burning through fuel. Just chugging through it because it's just not very warm yet. Hotter it gets, the more efficient. But we need to set up a system to automatically feed that thing with stuff. So to do that, we're going to need an assembly table. And that's some obsidian and some diamond and a diamond gear, which is a gold gear and an iron gear. And I'm pretty sure we have some kind of gear in here. We have iron gear. So, where do I have some gold? There we go. So there's my gold gear now. No. And then let's turn that into a gold gear. In addition, I think we need, is it 6 obsidian? Yes. Okay, so we need 6 obsidian and diamond and a diamond gear, and we need a redstone. And we get an assembly table. Now, to go with the assembly table, we need some lasers. So that's, you want to start off with like at least 3, so that's going to be 6 more diamonds. In this case, if we did 6, that'd be 12 diamonds. And we would need an additional 12 obsidian. Oops. And a bunch of redstone. Probably going to need another stack of redstone to make this happen. And let's do that over here. They're both really full. Alright, I believe it was, yes, this, and then something like that. And 6. And let's go ahead and put this back. Alright, now, I have made a little room over here just for this. So the way this works is the assembly table is going to go down, and then we're going to have some lasers above it. And I guess maybe set them in there like that. No. No. There we go. Now we just need to power them. No, oops. And let's go ahead and throw this in here, just to be on the safe side. And let me go ahead and throw this in here. There, and alright, now that we have that set up, we're going to need, what am I doing here? We're going to need some redstone energy conduit. I don't know how much of that we actually have. 12 of them. 12 of them is not really going to be enough. So I can use 16. We'll see how far 16 gets us, and then we'll see how much we have to make. So we're going to bring that down through the wall. And actually, let's go ahead and do that. Just start bringing this over. Wrench that to open. Ah. If that's the case, then I guess we'll just start it right there. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Something like 15 of them. Alright. So let me go get those, and then I will be back. Okay. So we've got the power all wired up, and through a redstone and an iron. That gives you a couple options, and I want the redstone iron chipset, and the lasers start shooting. And they're doing a really terrible job because I have no power. But, you know, that's the way it is. Like, we're trying to fix the power situation, so we're going to be dealing with this for a little bit. And it sucks. That's just sort of the way it's going to be. Unfortunately. Let's see, what else am I going to need? I need a target gate. So we're also going to need a pulsating chipset, which is going to be another piece of redstone. Ender pearl. I believe I have an ender pearl in this chest. Alright. What else am I going to need here? I'm going to need a gate, which is a redstone chipset, which is just a piece of redstone. Fair enough. Let's go with just a piece of redstone. Let's see here. Piece of redstone, and then this. So we want that, and then we want that. And we're going to take chest, put the chest, I don't like that. Let's put the chest next to it. And I think it should send the output straight to the chest. I think. We'll see. So let's run over here and throw that stuff in there. Oops, nope, I want that. Bring that back. Let's put the electrum ingots in the... That's Invar. There's electrum. Let's go see what we got over here. Yeah. Alright, we're getting close. I believe the Atart gate is exactly what we're going to need. That way I should be able to... I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to have some sort of energy tesseract. I guess that would be the automated part of this. For now, I guess I should probably go ahead and... Nope! Oh, my wrench. Dang it. So I'm definitely going to need to have that back. But the idea is I want the blaze rods to get sent straight over there. Or I need a big chest that I can just fill up and then forget about, but I have a feeling I'll actually forget about it. And that would be bad. Alright, so my wrench should show up there in a second. Let's go see how the assembly table is doing. Well, we're getting close. How is this thing doing? It's doing fine. I'm confusing a little. Go fix my slight miscalculation here. Steering. Alright, so I will be back when we've got something. Alright, so if everything goes well, I have a chest full of materials to burn here, and I have my pipe, and I should be able to put this autarkic gate on here, and then I should be able to set it for if but it's going to detect both of these. You know what I actually need to do? Oh, that sucks. I have to... Dang it. Alright, I have to change this. I'll be back. Okay. So, I did want to point out something. I've been running around with the assembly table for a while. So I'm trying to make an autarkic iron and... Oh, you can't really see what that is it? Let me do that. There we go. An autarkic iron and gate. And when you look at it in the NEI, it just says that to make an iron and gate, you just need an iron ore gate. To make an iron ore gate, you just need an iron and gate. But it never says how to make them. And it's a pulsating chipset and an iron redstone. Websites are also wrong and will tell you just need 2 pulsating, but it's not. So, just wanted to let people know that that was going on. So it's the autarkic gate, a pulsating chipset, and an iron redstone chipset. Now, what am I doing? I have my autarkic iron and gate. And I think I just need a regular AND gate, right? Because I just needed to send a red pipe. Yeah. So, an AND gate. An iron AND gate is fine. I don't really need anything fancy. See what I mean? Like, it just keeps going back and forth. Like, oh, but how do I make that thing? And right-clicking lets you see what it's used in, but that doesn't really help either. So that's annoying. So just know that if you're going to try and make that stuff and you don't know the recipes right off the top of your head, you are going to have to sort of resort to the internet there. But anyway, so just wanted to let you know I'll be back when I have all the stuff I need. And yeah. Alright, so I've put an iron ore gate on this cobblestone, and I'm going to set this to, I think, inventory, space in inventory is, oh no, oh, you're kidding me, hold on, okay, I figured it out. I was concerned when I was looking at this because it did not have a red pipe signal, option, and that's because there was no red pipe on the thing. So as soon as I put it on there, it was. So I'm going to set it to, if there is space in the inventory, then I want it to emit a red pipe signal, which it should be doing. There's space in this inventory. And then I should be able to set this to I should be able to set that to if there's I need a piece of red pipe. So if a red pipe signal is on, then I want it to pulse. So basically it should say, if there is space in this inventory, pulse out of here and fill it up. So let's try that out. So that's on, and now it should pulse and send out whatever is first to fill that thing up. And it is. Now we should be able to watch this, and it will quickly start to land in there. Yep, there it goes. So it's filling that up. And now there's no more space, and hopefully there's not so many already in the stream that it's going to overflow. So I think this should work pretty well. Excuse me there. Yeah, that worked actually. Oh, not quite perfect. One too many. But okay, so when one of these stacks completely runs out, this thing goes ahead and pulls whatever's next in line, pulls it through. So, and I'm just going to do that so that I can sort of see, like, oh, okay, this is how far down we are. Cool. And if you noticed in here, we're about 3/4 of the way to full power. So that is awesome. And we have a bunch of steam. We're full on steam. So I think it's time to start working on using that steam. As this increases in temperature and reaches its optimal running range, which is the top, as soon as it reaches the top, it becomes much more efficient on fuel use. You can already see, like, when we first put the first stack in, it just tore through it. And it's still going through it at a fairly good pace, but it's not, I mean, you know, we'd be 4 or 5 in by now, just from the time I was looking at it. So, so anyway, yeah, so that's coming along. So what we need are what's that? An industrial sawmill. No, we don't need that. An industrial steam engine, which requires some steel gears. So 4 steel around an iron. Man, excuse me. And some steel plates. So I've been cooking up a batch of steel, and this takes quite a while to cook up. So I'm going to do some quick calculations and wait for the rest of that to cook up and get a drink of water, so that hopefully I don't sound like I'm a 90-year-old man that smoked for 70 years of my life. So that we can calculate how many steam engines we are actually going to need, or not going to need, but can run off the boiler and then also can make, given the resources that we have. Since I'm a little, not low on steel, because I have the iron and the refined iron to make more, but how many can I make off of this while the rest of that's cooking up so that I can make some more. So I'm going to do some math off screen and wait for that steel to cook up, and then I will be back. So I'm trying to make some liquiducts, and my induction smelter isn't running. And I'm trying to figure out why, and for the life of me I can't. It's got all sorts of, I mean, I've got all the connections, the redstone connection, everything is working fine, and it finally occurred to me, I put this squeezer up here, and I connected it with the liquiduct to the tank over there. And in order to do that, I had to put a redstone torch to get this to activate to output. Well, that redstone torch is also affecting the induction smelter, which I did not realize, and so that's why it isn't running. So whenever you're having problems like that, it's always good to keep in mind all the different reasons that it could happen. It took me about 3 minutes, well, maybe 5 minutes to figure that out. So if I click this over to enabled, it should start to run. And of course it won't, because that's what I thought would fix it. So of course that can't be it. I think that should happen, because now it's getting a redstone signal. If I do this, no, now that. No, it doesn't reset. Interesting. So I may have to rework some of this stuff. Like, really what I needed, I've been kicking myself for a while now. I needed this to not be a single wall. I needed this to be like a 3-wide wall, so there was a buffer in the middle where I could run stuff. Ideally, even a 4-wide wall, where I could run, you know, pipes one way to a set of machines and pipes another way to another set of machines. So really, all those machines. Well, I mean, I could just move those out here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to move these out here, and push this wall out so that I have a pathway to reach that stuff. So, if you're running into problems and you're having to troubleshoot, just keep in mind all the different things that it could be. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so we have the steel done. So some steel gears and a piston and some glass and 3 steel plates is enough to get us 5 industrial steam engines. And now that I've got my induction smelter thing figured out, we've got some hardened glass. Let me, hold on. I have some more in my inventory. Let me just throw all that in there. And then we need some copper. Wow, are we low on? Oh, there we go. We'll use that copper. Is this open? Yeah. So we're just going to make some liquid ducts here. 64 should do us nicely. And mostly what we're going to do is, that doesn't need to be there. So we're going to run our liquid ducts from there down this way. And I guess, what does that do? That does not create monsters anywhere, as far as I can tell. Oh, that's the rack lamp, that's right. Okay, so we're going to run it down right here, so straight down. And then the question is, so we'll run it this way, so that it comes in on the top of the room. And then first things first, or do I want to come in here and have power underneath? I'm gonna need, so if the engine is here, now I want to fill it from the bottom, right? So I either want it under the floor, and then engine's here with redstone out. Right, so I'm going to need the redstone to come out and meet up with my network. Or I can have the redstone go this way and down into that room. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the redstone come in through this, behind this wall, and then down through here, and the steam will come in this way. So steam will come in, run through engines in this room, and then it'll run out yeah, through redstone conduit into my power network. Yeah, so let me hollow all of that out and get ready for that, and then I'll be back. Alright, so the room downstairs is set up, just waiting for this to finish heating up. And we're chugging through, you know, a fair number of blaze rods, nothing super extreme. But blaze rods certainly don't last as long as coal coke, which is to be expected. And this creosote is full, and I have a fair bit of coal, so I'm thinking about just making another tank over here also for creosote oil, or just maybe a bigger tank also, so that I can just keep running some the two things to make more coal coke. So we're thinking about doing that, but that's going to be in a second. My other problem is not that, is this. So I have all these bees, and I'm not quite ready to start with bees yet. I have additionally even more bees in here, so it's getting to be time to start. But the first thing that will help with that is an apiarist's chest. But to make that, we need all these different kinds of combs. So we need 5 combs and a chest and some glass. And I think we might have that. What did I do with the combs? Did I move them? Yeah. So we have 5 there, so we need a chest and some glass. Let's see if we have any chests left. We don't. So let me see. Is there wood here? Oh, that's a centrifuge, which we're going to need in a second. Let's take this stuff out and make ourselves a chest and a glass. There we go, apiarist's chest. So what we're going to do is take this and put it, I guess, right there. Now when we open this, it's a little bit different, and it has bees, and there are 5 pages worth. So what we're going to do is go here first and load up on our bees. And go here and just position our stuff a little bit better so that we can actually get to it. And then we're just going to start grabbing bees. And we go to our apiarist's chest. And you can see when you mouse over it, it tries to tell you a bunch of information, it just doesn't know any. So that's fine. We haven't really tried to analyze or do anything like that, so it shouldn't be able to tell us anything yet. See, how full are we here? So we still have so we put an entire gold chest plus some, and we ended up with about 1.5 pages left. So very, very cool. And then of course you could set this, there we go, to shared or private or whatever, but single player, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's come back to here, and we need some coal dust. To continue to power our steel production. And then dark ash goes in there. This has used that, so I can stick it in there. Alright, so we're just going to wait for that boiler to heat up the last little bit so that we can look at our steam engines. Alright, so our steam boiler is heated up and our steam is getting here. The only thing we need to do is turn them on. So we're going to go ahead and from now we're just going to take some, yeah, let's just go ahead and build for the future. Let's see, we would have it all the way to there. Theoretically, we could even do something like that. If we, hello. Man. Alright, that was a little weird. Not exactly certain what to make of that. And then we just need to do this. Put a lever right there, turn the lever on. That should go ahead and let those accept their steam and start to power up. And we'll know if they're getting enough steam because they will produce 8 Minecraft joules, which it looks like they're pretty much going to get up to 8. So if they're getting up to 8, that means they're getting enough steam and they're going to produce it. And we've got a conduit that runs from up there where our steam boiler is with all the connections on that side funneling down into this one thing, and it will accept all of those connections and funnel them all down into that one, transport it all the way down here, and it runs underneath those and supplies them with steam. And then we have our redstone coming out, running down this way, up through there, up through here, and connecting to our area. I'm just going to go ahead and block this off because I had some zombie pigmen randomly show up in my base, which I'm not really okay with. And I don't really need that portal to the nether because I have my linking books. And that should be supplying us, yep, all of a sudden that thing is starting to get maxed out. So we should be seeing a noticeable increase in our power requirements. And we're going to take this empty one and stick it in there just to see. It shouldn't be a huge overage because we were pretty much right at even. And so now it looks like we're about 100 over. Like we had it set up where it was everything going in was immediately taken out. Like it was exactly perfect. And it looks like it still is. So as soon as we start to get some more steam engines, we'll be able to start to increase that. So I'm going to go build some more, and I will be back when that's accomplished. Alright, so you can see I have another line full of creosote oil, and I've also installed a little trapdoor because I got tired of going all the way around. And if we fly out here, you can see there's a giant Zycraft tank up here now. There it is. It's quite large. And it's partially full of creosote oil. So you can see 11,200,000 millibuckets. So that'll take care of that. Maybe a little overboard, but whatever. There it is. Yeah. So that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, I believe. We've approached to that mark and passed it. So we've got our new tank. That should be nice and keep us keep my creosote flowing there. So this is the Average Gamer Guy. Have a nice day.